Hey, what's up guys, Primebrick here, and today I have another video for you, but this time it is completely different. Actually today I'm going to be showing you guys a rather large haul that I got, and I'm pretty excited to show you. Kicking things straight off, I got around like 9 or 8 figures, I'm not really sure, but starting off here, the first and least exciting figure I got, and even though it's least exciting, this figure is still awesome. But I actually got him for way cheaper than he was back in the day with all of his accessories. He doesn't come with the box or the instructions, but I mean, I don't really care about that. He comes with his pistol here, his really nice pistol. He comes with his round thing, and then his baton. Now there are quite a few very cool figures on this list, and I don't want to spend too much time with this guy, but he is still a super impressive figure. So if you can, I would recommend picking him up if it's a decent price. I got mine around 20 Canadian dollars, so yeah, definitely a steal on my part. All the accessories and everything. I'm not going to be going in super deep with the transformation. I'll just do a sped up version of it. And his police car mode is also super cool. You can also store all of his accessories on the bottom side. Well, most of the accessories anyway, as you can just take the wrist gun or whatever you call it, you plug it on top here. I really don't like the way that looks, so I just keep it off, but yeah, super cool car mode, and yeah, definitely a really cool figure, especially for the steal I got it. Now, moving on to the next figure, we have the War for Cybertron Starscream, and not the Siege one or Earthrise one. I mean the game one. Probably my favorite out of the 3 different categories. This figure, super accurate to game. The Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron game toys were some of the best engineering, along with Transformers Prime, which they're just 2 amazing toy lines, and this figure really shows. Super accurate, and he also was complete with his 2 Gatling guns, and just doesn't include a box or instructions. Now, the main reason I got this guy was to complete my Seeker Armada with Skywarp and Thundercracker. I have all 3. I just don't have the accessories to Thundercracker. I have them for Skywarp, but honestly, I don't think they really need it, and I don't think Starscream even needs it. I just put it with them just to showcase what I got with the figure. And yeah, having these 3 guys together is amazing, especially with the next entry on this list. And I also have the Fall of Cybertron Soundwave. I'm planning on getting the Shockwave as well, so I'm pretty much completing the main cast. Well, in my mind anyway. The prices just went skyrocketing, but for such a cheap price, this figure is awesome and completely intact and complete. So the transformation for this guy is as follows. And a super satisfying transformation, and simple for a very accurate and satisfying Tetrajet mode. In my opinion, one of the best designs for it, and yeah, super cool. Him paired alongside the other 2 Seekers are just, they just look so cool next to each other. And I really wish I could get some display stands so I could have all 3 of these up in the air, but I think this is the best we're gonna get for now. These figures are definitely worth picking up if you can, especially for a cheap price like I got Starscream here. So yeah, on to the next figure. Now this figure was kind of a debate between the entry after him and then like which places they are, but I just wanted to do this after the Starscream one because the War for Cybertron Megatron is got to be one of the coolest figures I own. Super impressive design and just a presence at such a small scale. I mean, he is a deluxe after all. He's complete with the cannon and he has his spring-loaded missile. I just don't have it equipped right now. I really hope I could get a version of the Fall of Cybertron look because, like, even if it's the third-party Planet X, it's just, I love this Megatron, and the Fall of Cybertron one is just that much better. It's just super impressive. Not to mention how good this figure looks while Starscream is begging for mercy. Not to mention him with commanding the rest of the Seekers. I'm very excited to expand the Fall of Cybertron / War for Cybertron game collection. Megatron's transformation is simple yet actually very enjoyable. And the last step is just to attach the cannon. And for a simple, especially considering War for Cybertron Optimus's transformation, super simple compared to that. And honestly, I think it's a better tank mode than his truck mode, which I know they're completely different Transformers and figures, but I just find this tank mode super satisfying. And you can also turn it into the hover tank mode if you so choose. Actually, I prefer the treads just because it makes it more cohesive as a tank and not just like a brick with a big cannon on it. But I still think it works extremely well and very streamlined. Got these fins here. Yeah. On to the next figure. The next figure I got, and actually I got him at a separate location than the last three, is the Titans Return Megatron, the Blitzwing remold, or retool, whatever. This Megatron, honestly, I find this version of the mold better than the Blitzwing version. I still really want the Blitzwing version of the mold. It's just something about the Megatron version just looks so nice and fits him so well. There's not much to say about this mold. It's just super impressive what they've done here, and I'm very excited for the Legacy Blitzwing, but in some aspects I think this mold is superior. Not the robot mode, but for the Megatron version, it's just so nice looking. Getting to the transformation, there's two modes, so just first remove this and separate these two pieces. We're going tank mode first, so. And there is Megatron all transformed up into his tank mode. With a Doom Shot here, you can just open him up. Pretty nice little headmaster there. And you can just open this up, plop him down in here. And then he's piloting the tank. I don't really like the look. I just leave him off to the side in this mode. But yeah, I love this tank mode. It's super cohesive and very obvious. The only thing that kind of bothers me more on the Blitzwing mold version, but the wings here on Megatron it's not too obtrusive because it's all gray. But one thing I did modify about the transformation is leaving the feet out. Without them, like how it's supposed to be with just the thrusters in the front, it just looks like a big chunk of it's taken out. So I like to just leave these out, and it just looks a whole lot more filled out. I love this tank mode though. Very Earth-esque with some Cybertronian like moments, and then the huge fusion cannon for the barrel is just awesome looking. getting on to the next mode. And the last steps, just open this up, flip the nose cone out, take Doomshot here, plop him down in there, close this up, and he's piloting Megatron. And there you have the tank mode converted into the jet mode. And I can't tell which of the modes I like better. This is such a cohesive mode compared to the Legacy Blitzwing. It just, honestly, the Legacy version of this jet is just no comparison. Such a nice jet. Honestly, you wouldn't even tell that it turned into a tank as well until you looked at the bottom and saw the giant tank turret. But even that, it's super flat. It's just super impressive, this thing. And yeah, there's not much to say about it. There's not really anywhere you can store this. And I kind of forgot to mention this, but you can't really, like, you can tab it into the front of the fusion cannon, and you could have Doomshot sitting in there, and then the front's supposed to look like a tank cannon, so it's supposed to be an extension on the tank barrel, but looks dumb. And it's just, I usually just leave this off to the side. Even in robot mode, I just tap it on with one of these and just call it good. But yeah, super cool looking jet mode. And again, I kind of wish I had a stand so I could pose this up and put some like thruster effects in there, because this is a super nice jet. And the stickers, which usually bother me, don't bother me at all for this guy. So yeah, there you go. Now the last figure I have for the certain category is one that I've been hunting for a while. The Titans Return Power Master Optimus Prime. All of his accessories here. I don't really use them, I just show them off. And he also came with his instruction booklet. No box, but I'm sure it was because he wasn't in box that he wasn't super expensive like he is in box. So super glad I got this guy out of box, because I don't think I would have paid the price for an in-box version. But super nice Optimus Prime. And he is from Titans Return, so you do get the Headmaster feature. I think it's supposed to be an Orion Pax head. It's kind of odd looking. And what's even more odd is that it doesn't even, like, you're not even supposed to pull it off for transformation into the truck mode. You can just leave it in there. And it's just weird that they would, like, I know it's from Titans Return, but they really didn't need to, because the head just folds in and that's it. But for a comparison, I brought one of the best, if not the best, mainline Optimus Prime figure, the Leader Class Power of the Primes, which came after Titans Return, Evolution Optimus Prime. Super nice figures here, and super glad I have both of them now. And yeah, I mean, up to your preference which one you like more. Personally, it would be this guy. He's a lot more solid. I don't know how this guy is just fresh out of packaging, like for solidity, but super solid figure and whatever. But this guy I just been hunting for forever, and I got him for such a good price. So transformation for this guy is exactly the same, with a little bit of tweaks for the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. So let's go. Like I said, you can just fold this in with the headmaster in there. And there we have the Titans Return Powermaster Optimus Prime fully transformed into Struck mode, and a beautiful rendition of the Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars. A different cab, obviously different trailer in like the sides and the roof, but same transformation, and it works because he's completely hollow. You can store quite a few figures in there, well, depending on their size. I'd say like 2 if they're the right size, but yeah, just a really nice looking truck and trailer, especially since it's completely hollow and then it just compacts up into a really nice looking Optimus Prime. Comparison with that Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars, obviously different cabs. It depends on what your preference is on whichever cab's better. I prefer this one just because it looks less like it's trying to be an expression. It just looks like a very stylized truck. But depending on which character you like better, you're gonna like different trailers and truck and the color combos and stuff. But yeah, super nice figures, very large, and super impressive engineering. So there you go. That's pretty much it for this figure, and we're going to get on to the main event. And yes, there is a main event. This was not even close. Now, the real reason I was making this haul video was, well, what inspired me anyway, was to show off my findings. And yes, this is the Earthrise Scorponok. But not only this. Just keep moving out here. Titans Return, Trypticon, both boxes, both in box. Beautiful haul, if you ask me. And gigantic boxes. For reference here, the Power of the Primes Optimus, Leader Optimus, giant figure, especially for leader classes. Just 2 massive boxes, and obviously for good reason, you know, considering they hold massive figures. I don't actually have the figures in there presently because I wouldn't be able to lift the thing. Turning the boxes around here, you can just see all the modes, extra figures, things. Obviously it doesn't include Broadside, Hot Rod, or Sky Shadow, but still. Awesome boxes, and let's get on to the actual figures. So let me just remove these. Ugh. Oops, I hit the light. And bringing in the figures themselves. Scorponok. And Trypticon. In one haul. I got both of these guys in one day. One of the original 3 Titans, obviously Trypticon, and one of the new 3 Titans, Scorponok. Now, there isn't really any way to show these guys in my review station, so you guys will get more of my background, but yeah, these guys, super impressive figures. This guy I love way more than I was ever expecting to. He might be my new favorite Titan, and I have 5 if you include Devastator. Yes, I did get Devastator, not in this haul, but I did a couple months ago, and I'll do a group shot of all my Titans And I do plan to collect them all, just I need more money. I spent it all on these guys and the rest of the figures you see in the video. Probably won't do on-screen transformations, but if you want them more in-depth reviews of any of the figures in today's video, and more specifically these two, definitely comment that. I won't hesitate to do videos on these two. I think it'll be fun, and from my ARG video I learned a couple struggles, so yeah. He was complete in box. I don't have the guns or the shield on him right now, but he was sealed. Like, all the ties were on him. Zarak was in the box still. Like, the head, it comes in a separate box in the box. And then I'm pretty sure was never taken out of the box. Maybe just for display, because he wasn't in ties, but, like, all the accessories were there. Full tilt gun, everything. And there's no hit problem on mine, even though it's super easy to fix. There's no hit problem on mine. Now, I actually do have one more Decepticon Titan, like I said. The Combiner Wars Devastator. Again, let me know if you want a full video on him. He's about the same, I would say average, same height as Trypticon, but in terms of plastic, like, the head of Trypticon is bigger than Hook, and just how long and just massive the figure is. These figures dwarf anything else. So yeah, there's Optimus with Scorponok and Trypticon. And for a Titan group shot, 4 massive Transformers. Like, you can see my review station back there. It's just, like... And, of course, I grouped these two and these two because these are part of the original trilogy. And the new trilogy, I just don't have Omega Supreme or Fortress Maximus. And I've already done a video on him. Not a very good one, but if you want to, just go check it out. So if you want a review on any of the other 3 Titans, just let me know and I'll make that happen. Again, just for size comparison. There's the now very tiny Optimus Prime with the rest of these behemoths. That's all for the haul today. I will do more haul updates in the future when I get more. I did get a haul a couple months ago that I didn't do a video on, so let me know if you want to see a video on that entire haul that I got. It's a lot more figures than this. It's just most of my money went towards the 2 Titans today. If you guys are up to a collection video, just let me know and I'll do one. So I hope to see you in the next video. See ya.